Hey guys, this is Erin Smith from Eat Real Stay Sane, and today I want to show you how you get your sourdough starter ready for baking. Now, most people have their sourdough in the fridge, and so I grabbed this out of the fridge, and so it's cold, it's dormant, it's not active, and a lot of recipes, pretty much all of them, require that the sourdough starter be active, meaning that it's bubbly, it's multiplying, and it's growing. When it's in the fridge, you know, it's just sitting there. And you still, even though it's in the fridge and it's dormant, you still need to remember to feed it once a week, which I showed you in the last video that I made. So, let's say if you are ready to go and make some bread. And so let's say you're looking at your bread and the recipe calls for a half cup, or not, 1 cup of starter. And so what I do is I use this half-gallon mason jar. And what you want to do, you want to pour your cold, dormant starter in here. Now some people do it by weight, and I just do it by the cup. Weighing everything out just takes too much time, too much effort. So the other thing about mixing your flour and your water is that it depends upon what kind of consistency that you want. I personally like my batter just like this, or my starter just like this. So it's kind of a really thick pancake batter. That's the consistency that I like because I think it's the easiest to work with because you have to mix it up a lot. So you got your starter in there, and then you want to add some distilled water because chlorine and fluorine in your water will kill your sourdough. So you want to add that, and warm water. Ooh. And warm water is best when you are making your it's called activating or refreshing your sourdough starter, just because warmth makes it multiply faster. And I'm making a disastrous mess here. Okay, so we got your starter, you got your water. Now we're going to get a heaping cup of flour. This is going to make an even bigger mess. So this is just the ratio that I use that works best for me and gives me the consistency that I want. And all you have to do is mix it all up. So you take your recipe, figure out what amount you need of starter. It says a cup of starter. So I usually just take a cup of starter, a cup of water, and a heaping cup of flour, and I mix it all up. And if you don't want to have that much sourdough, you can use less because it is going to grow and double in size. And so I always like to make more than I think I'm going to need, just in case if for whatever reason it doesn't grow as much as I want it to. Because if you're all ready to make your recipe and you don't have no starter, that's just annoying. So you mix it all up. You mix it really good so that all the flour and stuff is broken up and it's not in big old gross chunks. And then what I do is that I stick a rubber band on here so I know where it started. And then you just put it on your countertop so it's nice and warm and is able to grow. Now, this one I did yesterday, I did last night, and as you can see, this is so cool. I love this. The rubber band was here, that's where it started. So after about 12 hours, it's doubled in size. And so if your starter doesn't grow this much the first time, that's okay. It's still dormant, it's cold, it's still getting activated. But when you get to this point, a lot of people say that if you want your starter to really grow and really make your bread nice and fluffy, one thing that we always kind of get impatient about is that you need to feed it about 3 times just to get active and bubbly. So I don't know if you can see it very well, but you can see there's a bunch of air bubbles all throughout the sourdough. That's a really good sign. If you smell it, it smells really yeasty and fresh. So what you want to do after you get this much, you just want to stir it all down and break all those bubbles. And as you're stirring, you can actually kind of see the air bubbles throughout the sourdough starter. It looks kind of honeycomb is what I like to call it as. So what you do is that you stir it all down. I'm not going to actually do it, but you stir it all down to the bottom, and then you add whatever amount that you did the first time. So with that one, it was a 1 cup, and a heaping cup of flour. So you add another cup of water and another heaping cup of flour, if that's what you use, if you use the 1 cup. If you use half cup, it'd be half cup water, half heaping cup of flour. And you just add it in there, mix it all up, and move your rubber band up and watch it grow. You want to do that at least 3 times if you want to be able to use it in your bread. If you want to use it in your pancake, I only do it once, just because I usually take it out the night before I'm going to make my pancakes in the morning and just let it grow overnight. But it's a very, very big secret to making really fluffy breads, making sure that your sourdough starter is really active, because it creates all those bubbles and makes your bread rise. So do it 3 times, and that is it. I'm trying to think of anything else that I need to tell you about this. Nothing is coming to mind. So leave a comment if you have any questions about feeding your sourdough starter and getting ready to put into your bread, and I will see you later. Eat real, stay sane, have a great day. Bye.